Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the Dubbies, where today we're going to look at my favorite figures of quarter 3, 2019. We've already done quarter 1, quarter 2. Here we are at quarter 3. A little bit of a reminder, in order to be eligible, I have to have received it myself within the quarter. So that's July, August, September. Today is October 1st as I'm filming it. It's probably a couple days later as you're watching it. I received 4 items from Sideshow in the mail today. Those will not be eligible because it's October 1st, so they'll be eligible next time. I have a top 5 that I'm going to show you, but I'm also going to have award winners in my favorite Hot Toys figure, my favorite other premium, which could mean statues or other 6-scale brands. I've got my favorite 1/12 imports, so Mafex, Figma, SH Figuarts, my favorite Mezco figure, and my favorite mass retail, so a figure you can buy at GameStop or Walmart, kind of a sub $30 price point figure. And that's what we're going to look at today on the Dubbies. Let's get it going. We're going to do it a little differently this time in that I'm in my arcade room. You just saw me in my toy room. As you're watching this, you're going to get an arcade tour tomorrow, I believe, and a toy room update the next day. So be on the lookout for those. But in the past, I've just sat at the table and I've talked about the figure and I've shown you a couple pictures I've taken. Today, we're actually going to look at the figure. I've pulled them out of the case. We're going to look at them ourselves, and I'm going to place them in front of an arcade so we can have a little background as well and enjoy the arcade together. That sound like a plan? I think I like it. Let's get going. We start at the Galaga cabinet with my favorite mass retail figure of the quarter, the Dragon Stars Kid Buu figure. This was kind of a tough category because NECA released their SDCC exclusive, the Turtle set, but I didn't love the Foot Soldier, Shredder, and Splinter as much as the Turtles from last year. They do also have the Turtles and Batman crossover set from the movie, and I like those as well. But this Kid Buu really works well with the Fat Buu and the Evil Buu from the Figuarts, and it's a character you needed. Just like I have the First Form Frieza from Dragon Stars, it works really well. And I'm pleased with that figure. So that's my favorite mass retail figure of quarter 3. We move to the Rampage cabinet with my favorite other premium figure, but outside the top 5, just like Kid Buu. Surprising, because I got this at the beginning of quarter 3 and I thought it might be in the top 5. But it is the 3A Bumblebee figure from the Bumblebee movie. This figure is great. In reality, it could end up on a lot of people's top 10. And it was, for a while, sitting at number 1. It just tells you how good some of the figures I recently picked up are that make the top 5. But it's my favorite other premium, better than any 3-0, 3A, Mondo, Asmus, Star Ace, any statue, Iron Studios I've got. It's an awesome, awesome, awesome figure. But it didn't crack the top 5. But I highly recommend this Bumblebee. At the Final Fight cabinet, we move into the number 5 figure of the quarter for me, the SDCC exclusive Mezco Street Gomez figure. And if you haven't paid attention to these Gomez figures, they're Mezco's mascot. You can see, kind of blacked out on that stand, but it's like a roach, or an ant maybe. I think it's a roach. It's their mascot. They pack it full of accessories like that briefcase. Stores his sniper rifle that breaks down. He's got a hoverboard. Look at that colorful explosion on like the pea shooter. Many different heads, lots of clothes. They're just incredible figures, and lots of people are on that train now. I think I have all of them that have been released except for the Asia exclusive Ninja one, and that one I think is very limited, like 200 piece counts. But Street Gomez, my number 5 figure of the quarter. Moving to the Pac-Man cabinet with my number 4 figure of the quarter and my favorite Mezco 112 collective. It's the SDCC exclusive Crescent edition Moon Knight figure. And I think this is actually one of the figures that did not sell out at SDCC. I know that the Gordon with the bat signal did and the Gomez did. This is an underrated figure. Just like last year where I really, really liked the Batman Beyond figure. I think when they do these bold black and an off color like the white or the red from the Batman Beyond, it just appeals to me. He had unmasked head, lots of accessories, lots of different nunchucks and chains. The chain is real metal. I just think it's fantastic. I am really in love with this figure. These two Mezco are actually the first two that have cracked the top 5. I did not have a Mezco on a top 5, which is unusual for me because usually they're some of my favorite things to get. But these two have been really, really solid for me. And if I could have more than 2 from a line, that's one of my rules. I won't have more than 2 figures from one line. The Commissioner Gordon would have made it also. For my number 3 figure, which is also my favorite 1/12 import of the quarter, we actually are moving to the Asteroid and Centipede cabinet because I bought this figure twice to have in 2 different forms. That is the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Zamasu figure. So he has 2 different forms, which is why I bought it. You have him here kind of in the angel Zamasu form, and I just love the way that looks with that effect. Really, really nice. Face sculpt. The clothing looks good. And then you have the fusion Zamasu, where he has the big arm, the ring, where he has fused with Goku Black. And I think that figure looks great too. I was so excited for this, I had to pre-order 2 of them. I wanted both forms. And the Zamasu, Goku Black, Future Trunks storyline in Dragon Ball Super is probably one of my very favorite storylines across Dragon Ball. So I had to get them both, and they came in at number 3. I just got this figure maybe a week or 2 ago. Hasn't been very long. Very happy to have this. We've moved across the room to the Street Fighter cabinet, and we're going to look at the number 2 overall figure of the quarter. That is the Hot Toys Spider-Man Advanced Suit from the Sony Spider-Man video game. This figure just looks great. I love the design with the big white spider from the game. He comes with all kinds of accessories. I have him with the little Spider-Man like trophy or whatever that is. Have him with the peace sign. The tailoring looks great. It's got ratchet joints. It comes with all kinds of webs and different eyes and everything else. But I just like the way it pops on the shelf. It's a unique Spider-Man figure, and I think it looks great. Coming in at number 1, we move to the Mortal Kombat cabinet for the final figure of the quarter, and my favorite hot toy, and it is the War Machine Mark IV hot toy. And I'm actually going to pick him up and show him a little closer to you so you can see all the detail. He's got the head sculpt. It's not a full-on mask. You can pop that mask off, but they still haven't made a Rhodey full-on mask head sculpt. But look at all the weapons. You've got these launchers here, these launchers, the big gun. You can expand out both the bottom and the top of the hands for more rockets. He's wearing like active camo, if you can see that. That looks great. This is, of course, a die-cast figure. Got his wing flaps. Everything in the back just looks fantastic. And then on top of that, he comes with a little diorama piece. And that is an Outrider, similar to the movie promo Captain America version, except this one is charred because he's burned it up with all his guns. And I just think that he is a fantastic figure. He may be my figure of the year right now, to be honest with you. And that's the War Machine Mark IV. There they are again, my favorite figures of this quarter. Now remember my rules. If I could have more than 1 from a line, more than 2 from a line, I probably have another Mezco up there. There are other Hot Toys that have been really good. The Hot Toy Shuri from Black Panther is excellent. But these are the ones I chose, and I'm happy with them. I hope you enjoyed this episode with the Dubbies. I'll talk to you next time. Squeeze it!